Hi, I'm Izzy from Gravity Wiz, and today I'll show you how to require a minimum number of characters in your Gravity forms. That way, a user can't submit a form unless they reach the minimum characters required. And we also have an article that you can reference to together with this video, which we've linked in the description below. A Gravity Forms field doesn't require how many characters are needed in order for you to submit the form. If you have a form that requires long descriptions, for example, like an essay, you don't want users to submit a simple and short answer. In order to ensure that they submit the right kind of answer, you can require a minimum character limit. Imagine you sell custom engraved products and you have a field that requires a custom message. And here's a form that your customers have to fill out. For example, you want your customers to enter at least 8 characters so that the message has a meaningful length and it's not just like a hi or okay. And requiring a minimum character count ensures the engraving text has enough content before the order is submitted. And in order to do this, we will be using a free Gravity Wiz snippet. This will be a simple and easy installation process. First, we will get the snippet code. Second, we paste it in our functions.php. Third is to configure the snippet. And fourth is to test it out. Let's go. For step 1, we will need to copy the snippet in this article. And it is this snippet that will allow us to add a character limit. So we will go to where it says view code, we click that, and it will take us to this snippet. Now let's move on to the next step. Step 2 is to copy the code and paste it in our functions.php. So we need to add it to our functions.php file for it to work. So let's click copy, go back to our website, go to tools and click on theme file editor. And on the right side, we will click functions.php. I've actually already pasted the code here. Once you're done with that, you click update file. Now let's go back to the article. We scroll down. We will copy this code. And again, we go back to our functions.php and paste it here. Step 3 is to configure the snippet. And then in the parameters, we will be updating these numbers. So in the form ID parameter, right now it says 123. We will be changing this with our form ID. And this is the form that will require our minimum character limit. And let's go back to the form to find the form ID. So here in our forms page, we can actually already see the form ID and it's 25. And we will be updating our code. Let's go back to our functions.php. So the form ID is 25. And now we will update the field ID parameter, and this is the specific field that we want to require the minimum number of characters. Let's go back to our forms. We will click edit. So for me, it's the single line field where I will be asking for their custom message. I'll click on that. And here in the right sidebar, we will see it says ID is 4. And we will be replacing the, oh, it's already 4 here, so we will leave it as 4. And then in the parameter where it asks for the minimum number of characters, I will be changing this to 8 because I want the minimum number of characters to be at least 8. And we can also set the maximum number of characters if we want to in the max characters parameter. Right now it's 5, but let's say I will change it to 30. If you also want to update the message that will be shown if your customers don't reach the minimum number of characters required, if you want to change that, you can do that here. You can also change the message that will show for the maximum validation message parameters. When you're done, click Update File. So you can also add this functionality, the minimum character limit, to as many Gravity Forms fields as you need. All you have to do is copy and paste the snippet and change the values of your field. And that's it. Now that we've configured our snippet, it's now time to test it out. Let's go back to our forms. And we will be testing this using Gravity Perks Live Preview. Let's say Daisy wants to order 10 pieces of bag tags with a custom message. Before I input the right custom message for Daisy's order, I want to show you how it will look like when we don't reach the minimum character required. Let's say she just puts hello. When we click submit, there is a problem with your submission. Please review the fields below. And here it says, oops, you need to enter at least 8 characters. So let's enter the message. Now let's click submit and it submitted the form. So let me go back again and reload the form so I can show you what it will look like if we put more than 30 characters. And let's click submit. And it says there is a problem with our submission. And again, there's a message, but now it says you can only enter 30 characters. And that's a simple and easy way to require a minimum character limit in your Gravity forms. That way, you can collect more meaningful and complete responses in your forms. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Gravity Forms tutorials and tips. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, adventurers!